imagine being so completely consumed by something, so consumed that you would do anything to get what you wanted? That is my second oldest brother and his wife during their addiction to heroin. People can be addicted to many things: caffeine, computers, gambling, cigarettes, just to name a few. Think about your day-to-day life. What are some of the things that you're addicted to? Or what are some of the things or the bad habits that you have that you find really hard to break? My name is Nikita, and as I stated before, this is my second oldest brother and his wife, and they have recovered from heroin. However, I have another older brother and his wife who are still fighting their battle against drug addiction. Today, I am here to inform you about drug addiction, how drug addiction can affect an individual, and how drug addiction can affect a society. First, let me tell you about drug addiction or drug abuse. According to the Mayo Clinic, drug abuse is also known as substance abuse disorder, and it is a disease of the brain where people have trouble being able to have control over the cravings that they have when it comes to using drugs. People will continue to use drugs even if they know that they're bad for them. Drug abuse or drug addiction can be a result of peer pressure, social experimentation, or even prescribed prescriptions from a doctor. The type of drug that you become addicted to or the type of drug that you choose to use can greatly impact how quickly you become addicted. Now that I have talked to you about drug addiction, next I would like to talk to you about how drug addiction affects an individual. So how does it affect an individual? According to the Mayo Clinic, as time passes, people will need a higher and higher dose just to feel good. People spend more money than they even have, and they could even go to the extreme of stealing from their friends or their family just to get their fix. Other physical effects of drug abuse are weight loss, dental issues, and even vomiting. Now that I have talked to you about drug abuse or drug addiction and how it can affect an individual, next I would like to talk to you about how drug addiction can affect society. Usually when we think about drug addiction, we think about individuals. However, we don't often think about how drug addiction affects the society. According to Drug Rehab Organization, $180 billion annually is spent on drug abuse or drug addiction. That amounts to just about $550 per person in the United States. Other effects that drug addiction have on society is increased foster care, people losing their kids due to the drug addiction, as well as increased population in the prisons, which are already overcrowded. Today, I've spoke to you about drug addiction. I've spoke to you about drug addiction, how drug addiction can affect an individual, as well as how drug addiction can affect a society. So this is my second older brother. His name is Joseph, and that is his wife. They are 3 years in their recovery journey, and they serve as a light to every single person out there who is still fighting for their life against drug addiction.